Hey everybody, what's up? I just wanted to make a quick guide here and put it up on YouTube. I'm going to be talking about shields in Overwatch 2. So really, there's really two big things you want to know when it comes to shields in Overwatch 2. And that's the shields you do want to shoot and the shields you don't want to shoot because there's some reason to not be shooting them. And there's really only a couple shields you don't want to be shooting right now, you know, as of the balancing balancing changes might change some things. This one's probably not going to change, and that's Zarya Bubble. Most people probably know this, but as soon as she bubbles and you shoot her, that's what builds her charge for her gun. She's going to do more damage with more charge. She's a bit more scarier. She's a bit scarier if you give her charge. You don't want to do that. Now, there's some caveats there. Obviously, if she's really low on health, and she's not being actively healed, you don't see their healer right next to her, maybe you want to push the damage through the shield, because it doesn't have too much health to it. Let me actually look up the value. We'll cut this out of the video. It has 200 health, so you can reasonably do 200 damage to Zarya's bubble pretty quickly. She might have two of them, right, as soon as this one's over. She might have a second one, so try and pay attention to how many she's used, pay attention to her cooldowns, your cooldowns, standard Overwatch stuff, but yeah, that's the big one. So there is another one. Generally I say you want to be shooting shields in Overwatch. It's going to help your team out, but this shield right here, Ramatra shield, it has 1,000 health, but look at how far, look at how quickly it disappears there. It disappears really quickly, and then I can't use it for another few seconds here. The reason you don't want to be shooting this shield is because it just has so much darn health that it's really not worth it. It disappears so fast, you might as well use your time while the shield's up to just find a better angle, right? You're not going to push through the 1,000 health of the shield very quickly, even if you have a Bastion on your team in turret mode. His turret mode is probably better used doing something else other than pushing through that Ramatra shield. Now this might change with balance changes. That's kind of what I was trying to say earlier. But right now, you really want to kind of just peek around the shield if you can. Try not to make yourself too vulnerable by doing so. Standard Overwatch stuff, as I said earlier. But again, the shield is just there, and it's gone. Like, you're probably not going to do that 1,000 damage, especially not all by yourself. These other shields you might be able to push through by yourself. So basically, everybody else, you're free to shoot them, and we'll talk about blocks probably at the end, just really quickly. But Sigma Shield, you gotta be shooting Sigma Shield, man. If you want to kill the Sigma, he's gotta not be able to just protect his ass with it. You know, he can even move through it freely to get, to cut off your angle. Say he's running away, he can just do this. Boom, it's on the other side of him, protecting him. So you gotta get rid of this thing if you want to kill Sigma and his team behind it. Same idea behind Reinhardt Shield, Brigitte Shield. They have a little bit, well, okay, Reinhardt Shield is a little bit more than Sigma Shield, but again, I mean, if you've ever played against Reinhardt, you probably notice your teammate shooting the shield while he's holding it up. If he's not actually doing anything with the shield, he's just out in the open holding it, probably not a very good Reinhardt player. Punish him, shooting the shield, then shoot him. Brigitte, very similar, she's over here. 300 health shield's pretty weak. You can push through that pretty quickly. She has some good mobility to get behind corners when she has it up, so, don't feel too bad if she escapes, but again, same logic behind all the other ones. Winston, same sort of thing. He puts his bubble down, 700 health, similar to Sigma's. If he's just hiding in a shield, which they love to do, the best way to get him out of there is to just break the shield. Or, if he's low enough, you want to pop in, maybe get some shots in, but it's dangerous, right? Winston wants you to be close up, so it's dangerous. You gotta play it by ear, see how much health he has, see how much health you think you can do before you charge in through his shield. It might be a lot safer just to shoot the bubble, get rid of it. Alright, so now to get some more nuanced stuff out of the way. D.va's D matrix, defense matrix, you're not really going to get much benefit out of shooting this. You especially don't want to throw your ults in there. Pharah ult, Zarya ult, they get eaten by defense matrix. The nice thing is it doesn't last very long, and as you can see when I let go right click there, it has that 1 second cooldown. I can't just spam it even if I have meter for it. I'll try and demonstrate that here. See, I'm just mashing the right click. can't get it back up. So that's the nice thing. It's not going to be there for very long. I mean, she can hold it for basically this long, and it's done. So similar to Ramatra's shield a little bit. Don't try and shoot it too much. All right, now getting into the blocks. So Orisa gold mode, it's going to reduce damage. Let's see, does it say how much? It never really does. No, reducing all damage taken and becoming unstoppable. If you want the actual number, it's you can look it up, I'm sure. So there's no real downside to shooting Orisa's shield, or her block, I should say, her gold form, other than maybe your damage is better suited shooting the healer that's healing Orisa if she's in gold form. Like, you're probably not going to kill her if she has half of her health and is in gold form and is being healed, right? So maybe go after the healer instead. Similar to Ramatra's block when he's in Nemesis form, he really, with his armor in Nemesis form and the block, he's really going to be taking very little damage if he's like not close to low health. I don't really recommend trying to push him down to 0 through his block, especially if he's getting healed. Maybe your damage is better being served hitting somebody healing him instead of him himself. All right, so lastly, this is a big caveat, is Doomfist. Now his block, similar to Ramatra's, but the big thing is it charges his punch, and so you really don't want to be shooting it unless he's really low. So can you, like, try and think, is he going to be able to get his punch off after... Okay, that's not enough damage to charge it, but you kind of get what I mean. If he's so low that there's no way he's going to live through him getting powered up and being able to punch you, then go ahead and shoot him through the punch. But again, if he has a Kiriko healing him, or a Mercy right behind him, and he's blocking, maybe go for the healer instead of him. Alright, that's all the information I got here, guys. I tried to keep it kind of short. Hopefully it was helpful. You know, it's not like the most groundbreaking info out there. Hopefully most of you guys know this stuff already. But if you don't, maybe it's useful to you. And if you disagree with me on any of these things, feel free to let me know. You know, I'm not going to start an argument with you in the comments or anything. Just let me know. Maybe I make a part 2 to this video if I'm wrong about anything. Alright guys, thanks. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll catch you around.